Hey everyone, peace and love. Hope you're doing alright. I just want you to know that I love you, I appreciate you, and I want you to be the better version of your best self. Now let's continue with the video. So this video is entitled The Best Relationship Advice in the World, and this is part 2. Now if you watch part 1, you would hear that in order for a relationship to survive and thrive and be the strongest foundation, a relationship only needs 3 things in order to be successful. It needs commitment, good communication, and compromise. Now, I said that the important parts of the relationship are going to still remain in the sense where you'd have a dating and a courting phase. And at the end of the courting phase, because both persons will decide how long they want to date for or how long they want to court for, at the end of that courting or dating phase, they're going to have a stage where they're going to be a full-on committed couple. Now, during that stage, you're going to ask one question. And the question is, would you live for me, would you die for me, or would you do both? Now, in part 1, I explained what it meant when you say you're going to live for somebody. Now, I'm going to explain what it means when you ask the question, would you die for me? Now, would you die for me is a very simple question, and some persons might be thinking about physical death, but that's not the case with this question. Would you die for me is a question that you'd ask the person saying that, would you kill the part of you that is called your ego and stand up for what I believe in, or stand up to my values and what I believe is right? Would you kill yourself for me? Would you die for me? In the sense where you're going to set aside your wants and your needs to put my needs and wants first. Because remember, we talked about compromise. Would you kill yourself, or would you die for someone in the sense where no matter what persons say about that person, you're going to stick to that person through thick and thin? Would you die for that person in the sense where good times are bad, financial struggles are playing a part in your relationship, there is no food to eat, your friends, your family, everyone around you is saying that you should leave that person and move on, but because you know that it's real, true, authentic love, you're going to stick by that person, because not only do you have a bond with that person, you have a spiritual bond with that person, you also have an emotional connection with that person, because you know that there's potential in that person, and the person treats you at a level that you are comfortable with, and you see that person being your future husband or your future wife. Would you die for the person in the sense where no matter what happens to that person, you're going to stick to them? So whether they get sick, whether they meet an accident and they can no longer walk, and you have to take up the responsibility to take care of them, cook for them, bathe them, change their diapers, would you die for the person in that sense, or would you move on to the next best thing? A lot of questions are being asked in this video, and we're going to continue with part 3 when we explain the last part of the question, would you do both? Meaning, would you live and die for the person? Like for part 3.